Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Sharon Henry. Guys, I don't need to tell you that I'm back on my familiar soil. I'm back in Canada, and as usual, I'm going for my walk, my exercise. Yeah, today it's kind of cool. When I came back to Canada, it was so hot. It was hotter than Jamaica the day I came. Toronto was hotter than Canada. But today it's cooler because we had a thunderstorm and everything is cleared up. Let me open the door. Everything is cleared up. So, of course, I will not stay inside. I'm going for my walk. I go for a little jog. I have my weight here for my hands. And so I'm strolling. Today's, as I said, it's cooler, it's windy, it's very fresh. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, you know, in the park here, just right across from me, from my house. I'll show you. Yeah. So guys, typical morning where I'm going for a stroll. Yeah. So guys, I just want to tell you a little bit about my vacation, and it wasn't like a vacation. My 91-year-old aunt passed away, so I went to the funeral and then I extended it into a little vacation. So I spent 2 weeks, and I really enjoyed Jamaica. I don't need to tell you that Jamaica is beautiful. It's a vibe. You know, things are really improving when it comes to living, quality of life. You know, everybody is stepping up and looking after themselves. I don't think we have much baby boomers. We're not in the era of baby boomers, but millennial. And I see my second generation, I don't know, my nieces and my nephews, you know, just like my daughter and my son, they're really improving their lives where education is concerned. My children are here, but when you go to Jamaica, all of the Jamaican young people are really stepping up. They're really going to university, graduating. Those who decide that they're not going to travel abroad, you know, they are really making lives, you know. They're making lives. They are getting married. They're buying their houses. They are really doing a lot, you know, buying their cars, and everything, you know, that they're supposed to do to improve their lives. And I'm really proud, you know. I'm really proud of how they're getting on with their lives. They're improving. And so I think that's why the country is getting better, because people are doing better. I don't necessarily know, I'm not sure if when it comes to government in Jamaica, and I always pay attention to that, because when it comes to road, you know, services like water, you know, environment, I don't know if the government is really stepping up for the people. Because, guys, say for instance, you know, to walk in Jamaica and sidewalks, you know, you look at these sidewalks in our country, and I'm not really comparing a lot, but because here they take a lot of taxes from you, and you really see where your tax dollars go, in terms of, you know, development, in terms of your environment. They use the tax dollars to improve your quality of life. You have nice sidewalks to walk on, sidewalks that if you're disabled and you have your mobility, like wheelchair, you know, your cars, the little cars that you're driving to, you have access to walk on the street, or to drive them on the street, to push your wheelchair, to push your baby stroller. But in Jamaica, I don't find that. You know, people are improving themselves. You can see in the communities, people are building their houses. People are buying their nice cars. People are going to work. But then when you look outside of that, you look on the road, you see that the government is not playing their part that much, because just to simply go for a walk, it's so hard for you to find place to put your foot. You know, and the dust on the road. And you know what I noticed when construction, for instance, a lot of construction, it's being done in Jamaica. The Chinese are building a lot of buildings. They're building a lot of plazas. You can see the faces of the Chinese all over Jamaica. In every municipality that you go, you know, you will see a Chinese plaza. But I noticed that when they build, because, you know, when you're doing construction, utility vehicles, the trucks and the tractors, they mash up the road. You can see that there's no accountability for them to build back the road that they mash up. And I've heard complaints about that. Yes, people will say, well, the highways are being built. But remember, if you're going to drive on the highways, you're going to pay toll. And that's money out of your pocket. So that's not helping you. It's putting money into whoever pockets those highways. And I hear that the people who build the highways, the tolls are going to them. I don't know, but I can't say that I see government doing anything where infrastructure is concerned. So yeah, while the people are improving their lives on their own, you know, people who travel, they go away, they're building up their communities in terms of building their houses, because in the kind of political climate that existed in America, England, Canada, people are thinking of going back home. That's why when you go home and you see the freedom that you have, you know, when you go to the rivers and the beaches and you see how you're not looked down on a second-class citizen, it's your country, you feel good in your country, you feel confident in your country, you know, people are going back home and people are planning to go back home. And I'm among them. People are planning to go back in their country, although it's not easy for the transition. But if we can, you know, just revamp our mind and say, listen, I can do it, I will do it, yeah. So I know I don't want my arguments to be all over the places. So let me go back and say that, yeah, the people are improving their life, but I don't think governments are coming through to make people's lives better. Because a country should be providing for their elderlies. They should be providing for people who are, you know, disabled. making life better for them. And if people who are able cannot find place to put their feet, to walk comfortable, that's not development, guys. I did not venture into the other part of the islands. I did not get to go because I was not mobile. My hubby did not go to Jamaica with me, so I was not completely mobile. My cousin, she did the best she could, but she was working, so I did not have full access to her in terms of going anywhere. But even when you look on camera, in Ocho Rios, Portland, and all those places, the beaches are there, the rivers are there, but the roads, the local roads are just the same. There's not much improvement on the local roads. So if you don't live on the main road where they're focusing on and building the highways on the main roads, if you're inside of the rural parishes, not much is going on, But, wherever people are improving their life, they're building their houses, and they doing with whatever track or road they can, cut out for themselves. And I love the resilience of Jamaican people. Yes. And girls and boys, men and women, Jamaican people look good. They look good. They take care of themselves. Spas, gyms, all of those places are full, the beauty shops. You can see it on the people. People are looking after themselves, and I love that. I love self-care. I love when people take pride in themselves. So, yeah, those are the things that I noticed in my country. So, I love the resilience and the spirit of the people. That's my reflection on how my country is going. Guys, among other things, like what I noticed in Jamaica is that a lot of people are going, they really love their fast food. I don't see a lot of McDonald's in Jamaica, but when it comes to Kentucky Fried Chicken, that restaurant is thriving in Jamaica, guys. Like every 10 minutes you drive, you will see a Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. And I tell you, the lines are ridiculously long. Like, I don't know if Kentucky Fried Chicken is what most people eat. I don't know. Hey, I'm sure a lot of you heard about the Kentucky Frenzy that was happening last week in Jamaica because they were celebrating a big anniversary. And guys, traffic in every cities, in every town.
Chicken at Black Road. Live at KFC Reddy's Road. Chicken Blacking Road. People gather right here for chicken today. The place is full of people. KFC giant crowd. Yes, sir. I never see it before. People outside with umbrella trying to get into KFC. So if you buy, it's their anniversary, so everybody you buy is like a 2-for-1. Right here on Reddy's Road.
You could not move because people lined up from 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not kidding you. Go to the news media. 3 o'clock in the morning to buy Kentucky, and hey, they had to by 9 o'clock we were driving through Spanish Town. Friday, we were driving through Spanish Town. Was it Friday? Friday? Wednesday, sorry. On Wednesday, we were driving because I believe it was Wednesday. And guys, hey, we couldn't move. We could not move because the traffic, and I'm talking about like 9 o'clock. So when we look, we saw police vehicles coming out to control the crowds. And I'm like, what? Because that particular Kentucky had to close its door and say, okay, enough is enough. We don't have enough staff to serve the chickens. Because remember, it was not like completely free. It was buy one and get one free, I think. So if you buy one meal, you get the other free. So people came out, and they are coming out to shop for their kids, for their uncles, their aunties, their grandma. I believe that anybody who have never tasted Kentucky would be tasting Kentucky that day. So that particular day, we were going to Maypen, and we left, and then we went to Maypen, and when we were coming back, it was the same. It was basically the same. All of the Kentuckys way down in the night. The crowd was uncontrollable. Like, yeah. So the Kentuckys in Jamaica, man, they're thriving. You know, I've been back in Jamaica many times and never had a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken. No, I'm not a fan of Kentucky Fried Chicken, whether here in Canada, in the States, or in Jamaica. That's not my favorite food. You know, I remembered the taste of the patties, the juicy patties, and the tastiest patties and mother's patty, and I tried. Unfortunately, I did not get to go by juicy patty because I tried mother's patty. It was terrible. I tried tastiest patty. Me, guys, just me, I don't know. I'm not talking for anybody. It was terrible because I don't think it's the taste such, but it's because they're selling those things so fast that they're cold. You hardly can get a hot patty anymore because people just love those things. So I bought a mother's patty. It was on the stale side. I don't know what's going on with mother's patties. Not to me, not good anymore. Tasty's patties, the taste was there, but it was not, that crunchy crust was not there, and it was cold. All right, so the whole patty thing deterred me. I didn't really go to get the juicy patty because I was disappointed. So, as you all know, I just go by my local stuff. I got some mangoes and just chill out, so I did not go crazy because to me there was nothing there. I just think that my country is just beautiful and the people are resilient and nice and things are going on. Yeah, so let me speed up my walk a little more because I'm slowing down, and I want to keep the pace because normally I would go around in circle over the ball field, but I'm just strolling on the road today. Yes, guys, so those are some of the things I noticed in Jamaica. Didn't get to go a lot of places, as I told you before, but just noticed some things. Noticed that the people are resilient and the people are resourceful, but I don't think government is doing much now. They're in the spirit of, I think there'll soon be an election, and yeah, I hear the noise, and I can figure out for myself who is going to take it, the next party who is going to win in Jamaica. Because you hear a lot of noise, but when you talk to people, you know that it's time for a change, guys. But Jamaican politics is always like that. We elect somebody and then we grow tired of them. And it's not because of what they're doing or what they're not doing, because they're always the same. If it's not this one, it's that one. So I think they kind of, overstay their welcome sometime, and you get tired of them and you vote in the next evil. So it's always the same. It's nothing different. And people have their preference. So that's one of the things in Jamaica. You're free to vote for who you're voting for. Nobody is harassed anymore. I remember one time when Jamaican politics was really dirty, where people was forced to vote for people. But now I think it's different. People are free to choose. And I hope the kind of freedom is there where you can talk. You know, you see people in there, when they're having their gathering, they're in their colors and all of that. All of that is good. So, yeah. So, guys, I continue to walk. And I will say, have a blessed day from here. And ciao. See you in the next one. Peace out.